Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. And a happy belated Thanksgiving to all the Americans out there. That is... Oh no, it's... What day of the week is it? It's Wednesday today. Yeah, Thursday is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Americans. That is today as I upload. I hope you have a great holiday and all that stuff. Stuffing that is different stuffing to what we get over here, and yams and other things I don't really understand. Today I thought I would try getting a large run again, but instead of starting with the very large numbers and kind of blocking myself out of some of the smaller stuff, we would start with the smaller numbers and hopefully have a slightly easier time of building our way up and around. This is just terrible. All these ones. Have a slightly easier time of building ourselves a decent run by using smaller numbers rather than the higher numbers that are going to be harder to generate, I think. So I'm going to start by generating a single 97 just to get us going, because we don't need to worry about generating really big scores early. And then once we've done that, we can then focus on trying to build a die on all of the other dice that we build around the initial 97, because we'll probably set all faces to be the same on this one and then go from there on the others. So I'll spare you this bit of repetitive rolling and we will jump to where I have a 97 and we can get the rest of this stuff going. Alright, 2100 rolls remaining. Let's upgrade that shop. Now, there's not really going to be much worth waiting around for on this particular shop. We could buy something like 14 just to get it onto one of our dice, because we're going to have many opportunities to set everything through 1 through 6, of course, with how the dice are typically generated. So we'll upgrade here as well. And then we should try and think slightly carefully about which numbers we want to make, because there are dice that you can buy like 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, and that's going to create a bunch of the numbers that we need on it by default. There's 2 dice with all 1s. Add a dice with all values randomized 1 through 50. Now, 5,000 is probably a bit too much for us to work with right now with that then. Is there anything else I actually want at this tier of shop? I'll take a 3x for my 99. My 97 rather. Numbers like 26 we could take, but I don't think we need to focus on that right now. I'd love a reroll all faces for that central die that's creating our score for us at this time. Right, that's going to cover some of our needs for a while. At some point we could probably get, or we will probably get, a set all faces for that one. There's a die with all 8s, there's a die with all 10s. But I think our earning... Oh, it has picked up a bit when we do hit those better numbers. I won't worry about the 10s for now. Let's upgrade again. Getting passives is going to be helpful for getting some of those numbers, I'm sure. Add a die face with values 1 through 12. That's going to be handy for getting a bunch of those early numbers that we want. Then we need set all die faces to this, that, and the other to really get this going. I don't think we need to worry about shop refreshes quite so much on an occasion like this. There's set all die faces. We'll start, of course, with our scoring 97, then start doing it for all the numbers in the runs. Value of all numeric faces will be multiplied by 5. Non-numeric faces will have no effect. I think it's early enough that we can invest in that as well, because our priority is just going to be making numeric faces. There's a set all die face. So if we start with 6, we can do 5, 4, and then work on the other numbers as they appear. There's a standard dice. We're going to need plenty of those. We get set all faces. There's 6. There's 5. Do I want a die with all 4s on? I guess we could steal the 8 from it to make a die of all 8s. We don't want to increase the numbers on runs. That will break everything pretty quickly. Triples bonuses we don't really need. Now the question is, how long do we spend on this shop before we concern ourselves going to the final tier of shop? No 99s bonus we'll grab for ourselves. There's another dice with all 8s. We don't want incrementer dice. I will pick up a lock. And even if we just lock a regular dice, it won't do us any harm. So 6, 5. Let's just lock one of these. Die boosters, face multipliers, add half die quantity. Will not do us any harm at all. But I'll grab a 10x for one of our 97s. Grab another lock. And let's lock. This has got 4, 8, and 12 on it. So we'll lock that. We can get an 8 and a 12. Maybe I should have concerned myself with shop refreshes, because that's where we're going to get the set all faces from, isn't it? Otherwise they're going to be pretty rare. Right, 6, 5. There's 4 done. So we have our first actual run. Numbers less than 13 or 1000%, which is going to be important when we get a run consisting of numbers between 1 and 12. Add previous rolls to rerolls. Sure. Runs increase we don't want, because everything will just get to 99. More locks. Probably lock something, right? We've got 2 of those, so we can get one of those. Then why not grab that as well? There's another die with all 8s. But we are going to need lots of dice if we're going to make a big run. That just kind of happens by definition. Factor 18 multiplier isn't really going to help us. Add a standard die. Absolutely. Lock a die. We've got 2 copies of that again, so we'll lock one of those. Double our highest die, that's going to be the one with our 97s, so why not? I think we don't need to worry about locking more stuff right now, but we'll get 2 plain dice to work with. BOGO probably won't do us any harm. That is BOGO, isn't it? Yeah. A die with all 6s on. There's a shop refresh adder. And we'll just commit one of our all ones faces to that. I totally hadn't really realised that buying those would give us a face with all ones, which means that one is sorted for the run. So we have 654. We should get 3 and 2 done because 1 comes for free. So 654. This will be 3. Do we have a 2 to steal from somewhere? We currently don't. So what we'll do is we'll take the 8 from here. Stick it on there. Then we'll have 7 to worry about in a moment, but that's fine. What's costing 1 here? That's a 10. We probably have a bunch of 10s, but we may not. Less than 6 dice, doubles bonus, not things we need. There's another 8. Rigged machine, not 1 for today. Adds a die face with random numbers 1 through 12. Incredibly useful, hopefully 7's on there. There's another set all faces. So we've got 6, 5, 4. 7 does exist up here. So that's 7, 6, 5, 4. Incrementer die we don't want because incrementers will get to 99s and we want to find universal no 99 rerolls and similar. There's another BOGO. Now I don't really have the dice to spare for buying random additional scoring stuff, because most of what we've got can actually benefit from being set to all one face. 13 we will take and put somewhere. What's this? Die booster adder. Right, we'll skip the 13. I need to buy more plain dice, really. But we can set another face. So 7, do we have 8? This is 8. Of course we would like to find at some point run multiplier as well. Something else we can double. Why not you? Value of all numbers divisible by 2 get 50% extra. Well, in a run, that's going to be half of our numbers, so we'll pick that up. No 99s reroll twice. That's great to get everything else rerolling more. Especially our locked dice. Dice with numbers 1 through 50. Numbers divisible by 2 increase by another 100%. There's another set all faces. So we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Unless I can see a 9 somewhere, which is a 3 by 3 dots. Can't. We've got a 12. We've got another 8. So let's take this down to 3. Other stuff I don't really want. No 99s for an extra 200% I will pick up, and then after we buy that, we will buy 10 plain dice. Buy the more expensive one first, it might make the cheaper one free. It didn't. But that gives us lots to work with now. So we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Six times rerolls in triplicate. We'll put that over on our shop adder. We can lock a basic die. Numbers random through 13. Then we can set all of those to something. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we have a 9? I do not see one. So we can set this to all 10s then. Come back for 9 in a minute. Oh, you've got 10 on you waiting, so there's 10. Still need 9. I'll take a 23. We may well get to a 23 in the run. We will lock something. There's a 9. Perfect. Another lock. Let's take... You've got 12 on you. You've got 12 on you. There's 2 more plain dice. Incrementers we want to avoid. +2 can surely go on something to make something we're going to want. We got to 10. That's the 9. Probably get to 14 somewhere then. It's hard when we're working with the numbers with just pips on. Much harder to see what the specific numbers are at a glance. But there's another settle die faces. They're getting expensive now. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 through 10 we don't have to worry about anymore. And once we get past 12 we won't have to worry about anything with pips on. Take a 19. Take an 83. Not going to worry about cloning something right now. Numbers divisible by 5. We have 5s. We're going to have some 10s. There's a 20. What are we really looking for specifically? 11. This is 9. This is 10. This is 12. We don't have any spare 3s knocking around. Oh, there's a 3. So we can skip out on the 14 for an 11 if we wish. Looks like we're going to do that. 9, 10, 11. And once we can get 12, I'll be very happy. And stop worrying about all these pips. There's a die with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 on it. It's perfect for our needs. $18 we probably want to get going somewhere. Must remember to keep at least one die with 1s on it. Is there something nearby what we want to take off? None of those. We could steal a 16 from somewhere. We got plenty of them. Random die with faces through 12. Yeah, I wish I had picked up more shop refresh adders at this point, but it is what it is. When we eventually find run multiplier, that'll do us a lot of good. Prime bonuses. Obviously, small numbers are more likely to have prime numbers found within their ranks. And this is add half die quantity. We've got picked up a good number of dice now, so we'll pick that up. Could have locked something, but it's not super essential at this point, even when the lock costs 1. It's more just looking for run multiplier and set all faces now. That's mega run increase. When you roll a run of 3 or more consecutive numbers, all numeric values on the run will be set to the highest number in the run. There's a shop refresh adder. Stick that with its buddy. The other thing I could have done sooner is probably glued the one that we have. Right, where are all these set all die face faces? The run multiplier now just for the earning potential, really. 117 million for another shop refresh adder. It's achievable, but it's not comfortable. Seriously though, I'd love run multiplier at this point. Start making money off of our runs. Settle faces. I don't think we have a 13 anywhere yet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do we have all the dots for 12? I don't think we do. Got lots of 12s around and about. But I don't think we have the full gambit of them on a dice, so we can officially stop worrying about pips. I think 12 for a consecutive run is larger than the consecutive run I tried to make when we were going for the numbers in the 80s and 90s. But as I was saying, do we have a 13? It's just going to be a numeric 13, because you can't fit more than 12 pips on a die face. Let's see, 16? I'm sure I put a 14 somewhere. There's a 14 here. So that might be our best option for a minute. Plus 7, we can do 7 and 6 is 13 here, and set all faces to that. Then we're going to want 14 next. We have a 14 on this die, so that's done. So if we have a chance to construct a 15, we'll take it. Still have not seen run multiplier though. That's the sad part. Oh, we have 14 already. So we did all the pips, 13, 14. We don't have a 15 anywhere that I'm aware of. Loads of 16s. So we'll make a 16, and if we have a chance to make a 15, we'll take it. I'm just sad, I don't think we're going to get run multiplier for our run of 14. And this might be the last one of these we get. No, so we got a run through 14. Was the best I could do working in the small numbers rather than the large numbers. A reasonable effort. Sad to see that we didn't get the passive that would have made our score increase for building up more score there at the end, but what can you do? I've just realised I bought the multiplier that makes all of our numbered faces have extra value and all of the other faces do nothing. So those shop refresh adders I bought weren't actually doing anything. That's on me. In any case, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.